Do you ever find yourself caught in the relentless cycle of the same old patterns, feeling an unsettling disconnect between the person you are and the magnificent individual you know you could be? If that resonates, then it's time for a profound act of rebuilding. True change doesn't magically appear. It's meticulously crafted, layer by deliberate layer, decision by conscious decision. The triumphant version of you isn't simply discovered, it is built. Most people linger, perpetually awaiting the elusive perfect moment to begin. But that moment, tragically, never arrives. If your heart yearns for success, for growth, for profound purpose, you must undeniably become the kind of person who earns it. Rebuilding isn't easy, no, but remaining stagnant, trapped in who you are, is an infinitely more costly choice. So choose precisely who you aspire to become, and then without hesitation begin. In the moments that follow, you will unlock the profound secrets of self-rebuilding, transforming yourself into the very individual success is actively seeking. The bedrock of every monumental achievement rests upon the sheer power of a single decision. One clear, deliberate choice, made with unwavering intent, possesses the astonishing ability to redefine an entire life, alter a destiny, and construct an empire of success from the very rubble of past defeat. Every towering success story, every powerful leader, every revolutionary thinker began with that defining moment, a moment when hesitation was decisively cast aside, and the mind locked onto an unyielding purpose. Consider Milton Hershey, born in 1857 into a life marked by hardship and scarcity. His early years were raced with setbacks, including multiple business failures. Yet he held fast to something far greater than innate talent or fleeting luck, a firm, unshakable decision. In a world that offered him so little, he declared to himself that he would rise, and rise he did. That quiet moment of absolute certainty, when he resolved to build something truly meaningful, undeniably marked the genesis of his ascent. It wasn't merely chocolate that transformed his destiny, it was profound clarity of purpose. Before the sprawling factories, before the immense fortune, there was a man who made an unyielding decision to never, ever quit. Hershey understood that true change begins the instant doubt is replaced by unshakable conviction. Once the mind locks onto a compelling vision and fiercely refuses to retreat, the universe itself bends to meet that unwavering resolve. His story isn't one of fortunate happenstance. It is a testament to the transformative power of decision, the very fire that ignites the turning point, where the ordinary is forged into the extraordinary. Mr. Hershey's enduring legacy didn't commence with success. It began with a choice, and that choice made all the indelible difference. Far too many individuals drift through life, perpetually waiting for the perfect time, the right conditions, or someone else's elusive permission. They stall, they overanalyze, and they simply drift. But no man ever drifts to greatness. No woman ever stumbles upon success without first unequivocally declaring what she demands from life and then fiercely demanding it of herself. A decision is not a fleeting wish nor a passive hope. It is a resolute command issued from within, powerfully enforced by unwavering discipline and relentlessly carried forward by decisive action. This is the true secret. Your inherent power does not emanate from your environment, your education, or your background. Your power stems directly from your profound ability to choose boldly, clearly, and without a single thought of retreat. When your mind is truly made up, absolutely unequivocally made up, life bends in response. The universe profoundly respects decisiveness because it signals the undeniable presence of a mind that will not falter. Many individuals blessed with immense talent, abundant resources, and boundless opportunity still fail because they tragically lack the courage to decide. They become ensnared in debilitating cycles of doubt, second-guessing every single move, paralyzed by the insidious fear of failure. But remember this, failure only wields power over the undecided. Once you choose a path with unyielding clarity and commit to it with every fiber of your being, failure instantly transforms into a vital stepping stone, never an insurmountable wall. You must commit, not partially, not cautiously, but completely. Burn the ships behind you. Let there be no possibility of retreat. Fix your vision firmly in your mind and pursue it with relentless intention. Nothing is ever denied to the one who has truly decided that it will be done. Life rewards the bold. It unequivocally favors the committed. The very moment you decide who you will become, truly deeply decide, you begin to actively reshape the world around you. The people you encounter, the opportunities that miraculously arise, the energy you attract, all begin to profoundly shift. The choice is undeniably yours, and that choice, once made with unshakable courage and crystalline clarity, holds the boundless power to create a future far beyond anything you've ever known. Let your decision be your magnificent turning point. Let it be the irresistible force that sets your greatness in motion. Choose and never ever look back. Every significant accomplishment woven into the tapestry of human history was preceded by trials and unforeseen setbacks. Greatness is never freely granted. It is meticulously earned through fire, painstakingly shaped in the crucible of difficulty, and triumphantly proven in the relentless face of defeat. The path is never straight, never easy. It demands resilience, a spirit that cannot be broken by temporary loss, and a vision that fiercely survives the most violent storms of adversity. Consider the unwavering spirit of William Carter, who faced bankruptcy not once but repeatedly. His early ventures crumbled under pressure. His name held no recognition in the cutthroat world of business, and creditors viewed him as a man destined to fade into utter obscurity. Yet, what distinguished Mr. Carter from countless others was not superior intelligence, not greater funding, and certainly not luck. It was his unshakable mindset. He vehemently refused to perceive failure as final. Each time he stumbled, he chose to stand, not with bitterness or despair, but with renewed clarity and a meticulously sharpened strategy. Where others saw setbacks as impassable stop signs, Mr. Carter saw clear signals to grow. Each mistake held a profound lesson. Each closed door invariably revealed a better one waiting. He meticulously studied his failures, boldly adapted, and relentlessly moved forward. He treated adversity as a profound mentor rather than a debilitating curse. And slowly, trial after relentless trial, he meticulously built the foundation of one of the nation's most powerful retail enterprises. His victories did not come in spite of failure, they came because of it. Life will test you, not once, but repeatedly, sometimes subtly, sometimes with violent force. It will relentlessly challenge your deepest belief in yourself, your enduring stamina, and your most cherished dreams. It will ask you again and again, if you are truly willing to continue. Most will give up, most will retreat, but those who truly comprehend the transformative power of resilience do not bow, they transcend. Resilience is not the absence of hardship, it is the defiant presence of unyielding spirit. It is the unwavering refusal to let circumstances dictate your ultimate destiny. Resilience transforms failure into potent fuel, doubt into powerful parve, and fear into laser-like focus. It is not simply surviving the blow, it is profoundly using the impact to push farther, to rise higher, to dig deeper within yourself. William Carter's story is not merely about business, it is about unshakable belief. It is a compelling blueprint of what transpires when an individual utterly refuses to quit. It definitively proves that true strength does not originate from ease, but from enduring perseverance. It teaches that suffering can in fact become strategy, and that relentless persistence possesses the astonishing power to rewrite fate itself. Each time you encounter resistance, you are presented with a choice: retreat or rise, shrink or grow. You are being offered the profound opportunity to become utterly unshakable. The stronger the opposition, the more powerful your row will be. There is no effortless ascent to greatness. The struggle is the very staircase. Let your challenges profoundly shape you. Let your pain meticulously instruct you. Each disappointment is not the definitive end of your journey, but the crucial forging of your indomitable character. No storm lasts forever. No failure is truly final unless you permit it to be. There is unyielding strength being built in your perseverance, crystalline clarity being born in your chaos, and ultimate victory being prepared in your pain. Endurance is the undeniable price of greatness, and when you continue despite the crushing pressure, despite the insidious doubt, despite the paralyzing fear, you declare to the world that you are truly unbreakable. The triumphs of tomorrow are fiercely purchased by the persistence of today. So embrace your challenges, welcome the adversity. Let it sharpen your will and strengthen your purpose. Stand up when it hurts. Push forward when it seems utterly impossible, because in the end, it is not raw talent, abundant resources, or sheer luck that separates the truly great from the utterly forgotten. It is resilience, and the one who steadfastly refuses to give up is the one who ultimately wins. At the very core of every triumphant man or woman lies a profound, unyielding force, the very fuel that powers your journey from a nascent vision to breathtaking reality. Without it, even the most brilliant ideas tragically collapse under the crushing weight of doubt. But with it, even the most improbable dreams begin to undeniably take tangible form. The world does not simply hand you what you wish for. It responds to who you are, and even more crucially, to who you profoundly believe yourself to be. Consider the early career of Margaret Linfield, a woman who navigated a storm of relentless rejection. Her performances were harshly criticized, her appearance meticulously scrutinized, and her name often forgotten in casting rooms overflowing with louder voices and longer resumes. She had every conceivable reason to surrender. The world had offered her failure, and then failure again. Yet Margaret clung fiercely to something no one could ever strip away: belief. She believed in her talent when no one applauded. She trusted her vision when countless doors slammed shut in her face. That unwavering belief was her anchor. It steadied her during moments of deep doubt. It carried her through years of obscurity, and eventually it led her to grand stages and screens where the world could no longer in good conscience ignore her. Margaret Linfield blossomed into one of the most celebrated actresses of her time, not because she was spared from hardship, but because she steadfastly refused to let rejection redefine her inherent identity. This is the profound secret. Your greatest ally in life is yourself, not because you are flawless, but because you hold the undeniable power to choose what you believe. When you gaze into the mirror and truly see someone worthy of success, the world inexplicably begins to reflect that very image back to you. But if you doubt your intrinsic value, even golden opportunities will seem frustratingly out of reach. Self-doubt is the insidious, invisible wall that stops more dreams than any external obstacle ever could. Your mind must become a sacred sanctuary of confidence, a place where belief is fiercely protected, diligently nurtured, and loudly, proudly spoken aloud. Say it to yourself daily: I am capable, I am worthy, I am becoming. These are not merely words, they are potent seeds, and what you meticulously plant in your mind, you will one day undeniably harvest in your life. Self-belief is not arrogance, it is profound alignment. It is knowing precisely who you are, what intrinsic gifts you carry, and what you are unequivocally meant to build. It does not mean pretending you have no fears. It means fiercely refusing to let fear dictate your decisions. It means showing up bravely, even when you feel impossibly small, because you intrinsically know that small, consistent steps build unstoppable momentum. Margaret Linfield's triumph was not sudden. It was meticulously built, moment by moment, through dedicated inner work and unshakable conviction, and that very same power lives undeniably within you. The world is waiting, not for perfection, but for undeniable truth, for an individual who truly knows who they are and walks boldly in that authentic identity. Affirm your inherent worth, own your compelling vision, and see setbacks not as signs to quit, but as undeniable proof that your journey is real. No one climbs without challenge, but those who truly rise do so on the unyielding foundation of belief. So believe fully, fiercely, unapologetically, not someday but now. Your destiny is shaped not by circumstance, but by absolute certainty. Declare it, live it, become it. You are far more powerful than you know, and the day you truly believe that is the day everything profoundly begins to change. Having a clear, definite purpose acts like a powerful magnet, consistently pulling you toward your desired destination. It is not merely a goal, it is a profound guiding force, a deep inner conviction that meticulously shapes your choices, vigorously fuels your persistence, and undeniably empowers your vision. Without it, even the most talented minds can drift aimlessly, exhausted by constant effort, with frustratingly little to show for it. But with it, even ordinary individuals achieve extraordinary results. Thomas Griffin, an industrial titan whose businesses transformed entire communities, attributed his immense success to one unwavering factor: clarity of purpose. He often told me that long before the factories, long before the immense profits, there was a vision sharply defined and deeply personal. He knew exactly what he wanted to create, and more importantly, why it mattered. That unwavering purpose became his compass. When markets collapsed, competitors retreated, and uncertainty loomed, Griffin stood firm. His purpose was not shaken by external conditions because it was rooted deeply internally. That profound clarity gave him direction in times of doubt and relentless momentum in times of hardship. While others panicked, Griffin executed. While others guessed, he acted. Purpose eliminated hesitation. Your definite purpose is your personal North Star. It meticulously steers your course, even in the darkest nights. It tells you precisely where to invest your precious time, where to place your boundless energy, and what to courageously walk away from. Without it, effort is diluted, but with it, every single action aligns. Every challenge becomes an integral part of a grander mission. Your mind stops wandering. Your heart stops hesitating. Mr. Griffin didn't just define his purpose once and move on. He meticulously wrote it down. He read it daily. He passionately shared it with his team. He used it as an unwavering filter for every single decision. His purpose wasn't a mere phrase. It was a powerful force, one that profoundly shaped the way he lived and led. It infused his work with profound meaning and inspired unshakable loyalty in others. Without clarity of purpose, the world will inevitably dictate your direction. You will unknowingly say yes to the wrong things, chase fleeting distractions, and tragically spend your energy reacting instead of powerfully building. But with clarity, you become magnetic. People are drawn to your focus. Opportunities miraculously align, energy returns. Define your life's purpose clearly and passionately. Don't settle for vague aspirations. Get specific. What are you truly here to do? Who do you unequivocally want to become? What profound impact do you want to leave behind? Write it down, speak it aloud, feel it in your very bones. Let it live in your daily rituals, then act. Let your purpose decisively guide your choices, what you say yes to, what you courageously walk away from, and what you commit to, even when it's incredibly difficult. Purpose brings discipline. It makes sacrifice easier because you inherently understand what you're building. It makes failures more tolerable because you know precisely where you're headed. Purposeful living is the unshakable foundation of extraordinary achievement. It doesn't promise ease, but it guarantees profound meaning. It makes the climb undeniably worth it. It transforms fleeting effort into an enduring legacy. When you are truly aligned with a definite purpose, your life becomes cohesive. Your story begins to make profound sense. Every chapter seamlessly connects. Don't wait to find your purpose. Decide it. Claim it. The power is within you. The clarity is within reach. And once you define it, nurture it, protect it. Let it become the unwavering standard by which you measure your actions and your progress. Because in the end, success is not about how fast you move or how much you achieve. It's about how deeply aligned you are with why you started. And the one who walks in purpose walks with undeniable power. Let your purpose lead. Let it pull you forward, and witness how the world opens in profound response. Passion is the vibrant flame that transforms arduous effort into pure enjoyment and daunting challenges into boundless opportunity. It is the raw emotional force that breathes life into your purpose and imbues your mission with profound meaning. Without passion, work becomes mechanical, a series of tedious tasks to simply complete rather than a vibrant journey to truly live. But with passion, every step you take becomes vibrant. Every obstacle becomes an exhilarating reason to rise higher. Laura Simmons was not born into privilege. She did not inherit her pivotal role as a pioneer in education reform. She earned it through fire, through sheer grit, and above all, through unyielding passion. From the earliest days of her career, Laura believed with every fiber of her being that education was the undeniable key to transformation, not just for individuals, but for entire societies. Her classrooms were more than mere places of instruction. They were sanctuaries of limitless potential. Laura dedicated her entire life to revolutionizing the way children were taught. While others slavishly followed outdated systems, she courageously created revolutionary new ones. Where others meekly accepted limitations, she boldly saw boundless opportunities. Her passion was not silent, it was bold, it was profoundly contagious. Parents listened intently, Teachers eagerly followed and children flourished under her guidance. What made Laura truly extraordinary was not just her groundbreaking ideas, but the unquenchable fire that burned brightly behind them. She worked long, arduous hours, faced immense resistance, and endured harsh criticism, yet she never once wavered. Passion granted her stamina, passion granted her courage, passion granted her profound joy in the very effort that might have utterly drained someone else. She didn't burn out, she burned brighter. This is the true, invaluable gift of passion. It transforms demanding work into profound purpose, and purpose into unadulterated joy. It allows you to relentlessly pursue your vision without the constant crushing weight of fatigue or paralyzing fear. Passion doesn't miraculously eliminate challenges, but it fundamentally changes how you face them. It transforms struggles into profound growth, and temporary setbacks into vital stepping stones. Find what ignites your heart. That spark is not random. It is your undeniable compass. Pay close attention to what profoundly excites you, what stirs your deepest anger, what moves you to your very core. Within those intense emotions lies your inherent mission. When you discover that singular thing that stirs your soul, don't cautiously tiptoe toward it. Run, dive in, give yourself fully and without reservation. Laura Simmons didn't change education because she craved recognition. She did it because she simply couldn't not do it. It was who she was, authentically. That level of profound alignment is powerful. It makes you utterly magnetic. People are inexplicably drawn to passion. It awakens them, it reminds them of their own long-forgotten fire. Let your passion profoundly guide you. Let it meticulously shape your path. Let it powerfully fuel your triumphs and carry you through your setbacks. Let it constantly remind you why you started when the journey inevitably becomes arduous. And let it inspire countless others to rise alongside you. Passionate individuals don't simply dream. They create, they build, they transform. They don't passively wait for permission, they act boldly. And in doing so, they leave an indelible mark that lasts far beyond their time on this earth. So ask yourself, what sets your soul on fire? What work would you willingly do even if no one noticed? What cause would you fiercely fight for, even in the relentless face of resistance? That is your calling. That is your power. The world does not need more people simply going through the motions. It desperately needs those who are alive with purpose, those who dare to care deeply, those who act boldly from the very depths of their heart. Passion is not an optional luxury. It is an absolute essential. It is the profound difference between mere existence and lasting impact, between simply surviving and truly inspiring. Let your passion be your power. Let it lift you, lead you, and leave the world undeniably better than you found it. Every great achiever I have ever encountered was, without exception, a lifelong learner, continually seeking knowledge and wisdom. The most successful people are not always the most inherently gifted at birth, but they are consistently the most marked to relentless growth. They never reach a point where they smugly declare, "I know enough." Instead, they approach each new day as a fresh opportunity to expand, to evolve, and to deepen their understanding of the world around them. Consider Jonathan Harris, a name not initially known for immense wealth or elevated status in his early years, but rather for an unrelenting curiosity that ultimately became his superpower. From humble beginnings, Jonathan pursued learning not as a burdensome obligation, but as an undeniable passion. He read voraciously, asked bold, probing questions, and actively sought out mentors who courageously challenged his thinking. This insatiable thirst for knowledge eventually propelled him to develop groundbreaking scientific discoveries that revolutionized his entire field. Jonathan's success did not stem from shortcuts. It came from the unwavering discipline to grow a little consistently every single day. He profoundly understood a powerful truth. The world changes quickly, and only those who are genuinely willing to learn can truly keep pace. His unwavering commitment to learning opened doors that remained entirely invisible to others. Where others perceived insurmountable limitations, Jonathan saw boundless possibilities because he knew something they didn't. He kept learning. True education does not culminate with a diploma. In fact, it truly begins the moment you leave formal schooling behind. The classroom may provide you with the fundamental tools, but it is life itself that rigorously tests your adaptability, your insatiable hunger for growth, and your unwavering willingness to continuously evolve. Every book you read, every conversation you deeply engage in, and every challenge you thoughtfully reflect upon contributes to your ongoing education. Adopt the unshakable mindset of perpetual growth. Treat your mind like a powerful muscle. It strengthens with consistent use and inevitably weakens with neglect. Don't just master your specific field. Boldly explore others. Creativity often spontaneously springs from the unexpected collision of diverse ideas, and as you stretch beyond what you already know, you grant yourself the immense advantage of fresh, innovative perspectives. Continuous learning does more than just sharpen your mind. It also powerfully attracts opportunity. Employers actively seek learners. Partners seek innovators. The world willingly opens its doors to those who are meticulously prepared. And preparation, more often than not, stems from being profoundly willing to ask, what else can I learn today? Jonathan Harris made it a daily practice to learn something new, whether it was a complex scientific theory, a profound philosophical principle, or a practical skill. He consistently fed his curiosity, and that unwavering consistency, compounded over years, became his undeniable competitive edge. His mind was a fertile garden he cultivated daily, and the fruits were undeniable. The greatest advantage you can bestow upon yourself in any field, at any stage of life, is the unwavering commitment to keep learning. This mindset fosters profound humility, because the more you learn, the more you realize how much there is left to discover. It nurtures unshakable resilience, because each new skill equips you with one more way to adapt and overcome. And it meticulously builds confidence, because knowledge creates undeniable clarity. So seek knowledge actively, read widely, ask questions without fear, listen deeply, reflect often. The path of lifelong learning is not linear, but it is always profoundly rewarding. It transforms the average into the exceptional, and raw potential into undeniable mastery. Your mind is your most valuable asset. Protect it fiercely, invest in it relentlessly, and feed it daily. The world belongs to those who never ever stop growing. Let your life be a living testament to the transformative power of learning, because when you commit to being a student forever, you unlock the boundless ability to be a leader anywhere. Keep learning. The journey has only just begun. Your mental attitude unequivocally determines your reality. It is the invisible lens through which you interpret every event, the inner voice that either powerfully strengthens or insidiously sabotages your journey. While you cannot control all of life's circumstances, you can always choose your response to them, and that choice, made repeatedly, ultimately defines the very quality of your life. Consider Helen Keller, struck deaf and blind by illness as a young child, who faced a world of impenetrable silence and darkness. Yet she adamantly refused to be limited by her physical condition. Through the unwavering guidance of her teacher, Anne Sullivan, and her own indomitable spirit, Helen chose optimism over despair. Her positive mental attitude became the unshakable foundation upon which she meticulously built an extraordinary life. Helen Keller did not allow her challenges to diminish her boundless ambition. She became the first deaf-blind person to earn a college degree, published books that inspired millions, and tirelessly advocated for the rights of others. Her mind remained open, intensely curious, and profoundly resilient. She irrefutably proved that attitude, not adversity, shapes one's future. A positive attitude miraculously opens doors where others see only impenetrable walls. It powerfully attracts opportunities, builds lasting relationships, and creates a magnetic presence that inspires those around you. Negativity repels progress. Positivity draws it in. People instinctively want to work with, support, and elevate those who consistently uplift them. Your attitude determines whether you are perceived as a burdensome obstacle or a luminous beacon. Cultivating a positive mindset is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about choosing hope even when circumstances suggest otherwise. It is about actively seeking solutions when faced with setbacks, and finding strength in the midst of struggle. It means choosing gratitude over grievance, even when life feels profoundly unfair. Helen Keller once famously said, "Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it." That powerful statement embodies the very essence of a transformative attitude. She did not deny hardship. She courageously transcended it, and in doing so, she reminded us that the human spirit, when aligned with positivity, is utterly unstoppable. You must cultivate positivity daily. It is a discipline as vital as any skill. Begin with gratitude, not as a fleeting thought, but as a deliberate practice. Each morning, silently name 3 things you are genuinely thankful for. In moments of stress, pause and thoughtfully ask, what can I learn from this? Surround yourself with those who truly uplift you, consume content that inspires you, and speak words that powerfully reinforce your inherent strength. By fostering this internal climate of positivity, you create an environment where success and happiness naturally flourish. Your energy becomes more focused, your creativity expands, and your resilience deepens. You no longer react blindly to circumstances. You respond intentionally, and in that powerful response, you claim your undeniable power. Remember, your attitude shapes your destiny more profoundly than any external conditions ever will. You can rise in spite of chaos. You can grow in spite of limitation. You can thrive, not because everything is easy, but because your mind is strong enough to transform obstacles into vital stepping stones. The world does not owe you ease, but it does respond to your mindset. A strong, positive attitude doesn't just change how you experience life, it fundamentally changes what life brings to you. So choose positivity not just once, but every single day. Let it be the armor you wear into uncertainty, the fire that keeps you relentlessly moving, the indelible legacy you leave behind, just as Helen Keller so powerfully did. Because in the end, it is not what happens to you that defines your story, but how you choose to face it. And with the right attitude, there is absolutely nothing you cannot overcome. Change is inevitable. Success, therefore, unequivocally favors those who adapt swiftly and wisely. The most enduring individuals throughout history have not been the strongest or the most intelligent, but rather the ones most responsive to relentless change. The world moves at an astonishing pace. Economies shift, technologies relentlessly evolve, and trends rapidly fade. The question is never whether change will come, it is how you will respond when it does. Joseph Montgomery, a renowned businessman whose illustrious career spanned decades, once shared with me how his unwavering adaptability saved his enterprise during a period of profound economic collapse. While many of his peers desperately clung to outdated strategies, foolishly hoping the storm would simply pass, Joseph made a fundamentally different choice. He didn't resist change. He meticulously studied it, courageously anticipated it, and skillfully moved with it. When others faltered, he pivoted. When others tragically closed their doors, he boldly opened new ones. That mindset transformed crisis into undeniable opportunity. Adaptability is not merely about survival, it is about profound transformation. It is the unwavering mindset that constantly asks, what is possible now, instead of clinging rigidly to what once worked. Joseph's remarkable ability to remain calm, observant, and flexible gave him a decisive edge. He didn't waste precious time mourning the past. He wisely invested in the future. As markets crumbled, he restructured, rebranded, and audaciously relaunched his company. His enterprise emerged stronger, leaner, and more relevant than ever before. To adapt is to lead. It means staying genuinely open to new ideas, embracing cutting-edge technologies, and exploring novel methods. It requires profound humility, the ability to openly admit when something is no longer effective. It demands unyielding courage, the willingness to bravely try something new, even at the inherent risk of a temporary setback. And most of all, it requires speed. Those who hesitate often miss their moment entirely. Flexibility is a powerful virtue. The rigid break, the flexible endure. When you train your mind to proactively expect change, you stop fearing it. You stop stubbornly resisting it. Instead, you begin to see it as a natural, essential part of growth. You begin to powerfully harness it as an undeniable source of momentum. Joseph Montgomery was not the biggest player in his industry, but he became one of the most influential because he vehemently refused to be stagnant. He led his team with visionary foresight, not crippling nostalgia. He challenged them to innovate, to question everything, and to relentlessly seek better ways forward. That deeply ingrained culture of adaptability became his greatest asset. You must meticulously build the same within yourself. Stay open-minded. Be willing to courageously shift your strategy. Learn continuously. Observe patterns with keen insight. Be quick to respond to evolving circumstances. The faster you adapt, the more opportunities you will unlock. The more you resist, the more you will suffer. Adaptability doesn't mean abandoning your core values. It means finding innovative new ways to express them. It doesn't mean giving up on your cherished goals. It means being flexible about the path you take to reach them. The destination remains. Only the route gracefully evolves. Those who merely adapt survive, but those who embrace change enthusiastically, who see it as a profound gift rather than a curse, truly flourish. They rise powerfully above their competitors. They stay relentlessly ahead of the curve. They reinvent themselves as often as needed, becoming not just relevant, but truly remarkable. So train your mind to move with change, not against it. Let go of the paralyzing fear of the unknown. Replace it with boundless curiosity. With every shift in your environment comes a new opportunity to grow, to lead, and to succeed on an even higher level. The future belongs to the adaptable, to those who intrinsically understand that success is not built on static foundations, but on flexible structures that bend, adjust, and evolve. Be like Joseph Montgomery. See change before it arrives. Move quickly. Act wisely, and never ever stop evolving. Because in the ever-changing landscape of life and business, the ability to adapt isn't just an advantage, it is absolutely everything. True success is irrevocably tied to the profound value you bring to others. It is not simply about accumulation, personal achievement, or fleeting recognition. It is about lasting impact. The most genuinely fulfilled individuals are not those who take the most, but rather those who give the most. They intrinsically understand that real prosperity is deeply rooted in service. Andrew Powell, a philanthropist and entrepreneur of rare distinction, often reiterated that his immense wealth and far-reaching influence were merely fortunate byproducts of a life fervently dedicated to others. From humble beginnings, Andrew meticulously built a thriving enterprise, but his focus was never solely on profitable initiatives. He poured his energy into developing innovative community programs, tirelessly working to uplift those around him. Andrew's approach to success was fundamentally rooted in contribution. He taught that serving others creates a virtuous cycle of abundance and profound fulfillment. When you make it your goal to genuinely improve the lives of those around you, doors open that money alone could never unlock. Loyalty deepens. Reputation expands, and satisfaction grows beyond all measure. Andrew lived by one simple yet powerful principle: leave everyone you meet better than you found them. This wasn't just philosophy. It was daily practice, and it fundamentally changed everything. In meetings, he listened fully. In decisions, he meticulously considered the long-term communal impact. In leadership, he emphasized empathy and unwavering encouragement. These were not signs of weakness. They were undeniable sources of immense strength. His commitment to service didn't dilute his ambition. It magnificently magnified it. His employees worked not just for a paycheck, but for a compelling mission. His customers didn't just buy products, they supported a profound purpose. Align your personal ambitions with the greater good. When your individual goals profoundly intersect with the needs of others, your efforts become more meaningful, and your legacy more enduring. Success achieved at the expense of others is fleeting. Success built through genuine contribution is everlasting. You don't need to be wealthy or powerful to begin serving. Service begins with pure intention. It lives in simple, selfless acts. Listening deeply, offering help without being asked, mentoring someone who desperately needs guidance, giving without expecting anything in return. These seemingly small gestures ripple outward and create real, tangible impact. Service strengthens character. It teaches profound humility. It reminds you that the world is far larger than your individual goals, and that your greatest strengths are truly meant to be shared. As you serve others, you meticulously refine your own sense of purpose. You begin to perceive your talents, resources, and energy as powerful tools to uplift those around you. It also builds meaningful, unbreakable relationships. People genuinely remember those who cared, who helped, who simply showed up when it mattered most. The bonds forged through genuine service are unbreakable. They carry you forward in ways that ambition alone never could. Andrew Powell never viewed service as mere charity. He saw it as an inherent responsibility, and through that profound lens, he built an empire that did more than merely generate wealth. It profoundly changed countless lives. His story is a powerful reminder that the pursuit of greatness and the path of service are not opposing forces. They are in fact one and the same. So ask yourself daily, who can I serve today? How can my actions, no matter how small, make someone's life demonstrably better? When you adopt this mindset, your world undeniably shifts. Challenges transform into opportunity.